My name is Anthony Caiucci. I'm the owner-operator of Arc Painting. It's very important to have a license. There's a couple of requirements that the county requires you to fulfill in order to get a license. First, you have to pass a test. After that, you have to have at least $300,000 in liability insurance. The other thing is you need workers' compensation. So if someone comes to your house to do a paint job and they get hurt and have no workers' compensation or liability insurance, they can turn around and sue you. So it's very, very important to make sure you have a licensed contractor who's fully insured, at least $300,000 plus workers' compensation. I myself have a lot of high-end clients, so I carry $3 million of liability insurance. It's important to have a license. Anyone can put paint on a wall. Okay, it's not difficult to grab a paintbrush and put paint on a wall. However, there's a technical side to it. What happens when you put the paint on the wall? Will it stick? Will it peel? Will it bubble? Okay. In order to become a painting contractor, you have to have at least 4 years on-the-job experience, plus pass a rigorous exam. It's a 4-hour test, and answer certain questions on paint materials. If you run into a problem with a building that's peeling or blistering or certain temperatures. So, hiring someone that doesn't know what they're doing, you could spend thousands of dollars on a paint job, and then the next day it starts to bubble or peel. And then you have to come in and bring a licensed contractor to fix the problem that the previous guy did. So now instead of paying $2,000 to get your house painted, you just went and spent $8,000 because he's got to remove all the paint that he put on and redo everything that was done the wrong way. There's a lot of people on Craigslist who claim to be painters, and what's going on is usually they're weekend painters. In other words, they have a full-time job somewhere and they can't meet their bills, so they're trying to make a couple extra bucks on the side by painting. I just recently had to go and fix a paint job from a weekend painter. He took interior paint and painted the exterior of a house. What that means is it doesn't have the chemicals and the bonding agents in the paint to adhere and to withstand the sun, so within a couple weeks it started to peel. So I asked the owner of the house, who painted your house? She said, oh, I found someone off Craigslist, they were really cheap. They were really cheap. They used cheap material, and what ended up happening to the poor lady was we had to strip the entire house down and start from scratch. She had paid this unlicensed painter $2,500 to paint the exterior of her house. After I was done, we had to redo it, and she ended up spending double that. Instead of coming to me the first time, a licensed painter, I know exactly what I'm doing. I've been doing it for 25 years. My father did it for his whole life. My grandfather did it. He came off a boat with a paintbrush in his hand. So we're all Italians. All we do is we paint. So it's a family-owned and operated business, and when it comes to painting, I know every answer to every situation. So it's really important. Your house is where you live. You have to look at it every single day. One bad paint job, one time, will give you 10 years of unhappiness.